Behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Jeter ends his final game with a walk-off single.
Here's the drive to left. That one is long gone.
Welcome to he did it again. Blackout Podcast. It's me, Michael, and with me as always,
What up?
Steve Ford.
How's it going? Did you
What's
like
up,
that
man?
second week in a row? I wanted to just let that note carry right there.
Oh, it carried.
Yeah. You have any idea what song that was?
I'm always defaulting to the Carpenters when you sing like that.
Not the Carpenters. I'm sorry. It's actually a group called Thunderclap Newman, which was put together by, of all people, Pete Townsend of The Who. He threw a bunch of
Would have
people
never
together.
had that
Yeah.
one even.
And
been.
it's a song called "Something in the Air" from 1969. And the first time I heard the song was I remember the movie Girl Next Door from 2004. Yeah.
Yep.
That's the first time I heard the song. It was in the soundtrack there, so it stuck with me for 22 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
How about that? Yeah. Yep. So there you go. I know. Slow clap it. That's good stuff. Yeah.
Well, I guess we might as well talk about it since you had some inside access. Skubal's back.
Yeah. I'm the man on the street, huh? All right, cool.
You're the man. Yeah. And not in the
man
prostitute way.
No. The man who actually tried to put his ticket up for sale, but no one bought it because I don't know if you saw the ticket prices. They were going for like $400 or $500 for.
Wait.
Yeah.
You thought you were thinking about it, right?
I was.
And
I actually did put it out there to see how much I could get.
Oh, and nobody bid, hey?
But no. I guess my price was too high and nobody bid. So
How much did you bet? How much did you have it?
I put it for like $200. It was a box seat. I thought it'd bite because some box seats were going for like $600-700.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, third row back. I had a good seat for it, and let's just say that the Dayton hitters there from High A, it was like they didn't stand a chance. It was no match. Like his fastball I think he clocked in at 98 or so, and then went as low as 75 with his off speed. Yeah, they got two hits, but no one moved past first base. And to be fair, one of the hits was probably could have been an error because the first baseman dropped the ball. Yeah.
Okay, so I guess set up the scene for us. So we knew Tarik Skubal was coming back. He had some foreign bodies, ligament, some damage, right?
Yep.
That they had to clean up his elbow with. He miraculously comes back in record amount of time for something that looked like it was going to be all season suddenly, which that is really skeptical of all what happened with that one. So anyways, fast forward, he's assigned to the Whitecaps for a rehab assignment. What was the day like? What was the fanfare like? What was he like when he first entered? Give us the breakdown.
Man. Well, they changed the openings. They upped the time that the parking lot was open. I think the game started at 2. Parking lot opened at 10 a.m.
Oh, wow.
And season ticket holders got to get in at 11:45. Regular common fans at 12 o'clock. I rolled in because I'm a season ticket holder. I rolled in probably about 11:30, and then I parked in the overflow lot because I was too cheap to pay for parking, and walked over there. Got there about 11:40, and it was packed. The main entrance had the line all the way down the stairs and down the walkway there, pretty far back. And then season ticket line wasn't too bad. I was able to roll in and get in there, and then got my seat hung out for a bit and started seeing him out there stretching. I missed the part. He was warming up in the bullpen because if you don't know, the Whitecaps actually have their bullpens now behind the fence. So it's like they have a whole nice area there, and had quite the crowd there watching him warm up. But I was able to watch him stretch on the field. And then when he got introduced, to the fans, big ovation. And, fans were on the edge of their seat probably with every pitch. He ended up going 5 innings. Allowing 2 hits, no runs, striking out 6.
Wow.
Every time he came back out for another inning, people just went nuts. And then when they realized he was done, actually what he did, he went to the bullpen because when he got done after 5 innings, I think they still wanted him to throw like 80 pitches, but he was in the 60s for pitches. So after they he did his 5 innings, he went out to the bullpen through another 15 pitches, I think, or something like that, just to finish out the pitch total, and walked across the field between innings, and everyone went nuts, gave him a standing ovation, and he acknowledged the the fans, tip of the cap, hand of the heart sort of thing, and it was really cool. I had a lot of fun.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, it was a beautiful day too, right? A beautiful day for it.
Super good day.
I mean, Michigan fans, of any sport, they're going to show up, especially. I know in the past at West Michigan Whitecap games, that is a town that definitely, when they decided to bring a team to Grand Rapids, I thought that was incredibly smart. But in the past, they've had really big names play, right? Not that just that started with the organization, but teams that for rehab assignments had come, and a lot of big names.
I've seen Granderson. I went to a Curtis Granderson game. He was there for a rehab.
I remember that one. I was there.
Jeremy Bonderman was there for
Kenny
a rehab
Rogers.
start. Kenny Rogers for rehab start. Maglio had his rehab. Carlos Guillen had a rehab game in West Michigan that I was at. Brandon Inge. Brandon Inge had a couple of rehabs. But just a lot of big names that have come through, and it's fun to see when they pick these rehab starts. 'Cause a lot of time they'll do Toledo because it's nearby, but sometimes they'll pick West Michigan. I love when they do stuff like that because we really appreciate it over here.
Yeah, absolutely, and it's nice. So, the Tigers need them. They're 27-39, 9 games out of first. They're not last in the division. Well, they're pretty much tied for last. But they're on the upswing, so it's good that he's going to be back. So it's good. I think he comes at a time that's really crucial, not only for him, because when he went, the Tigers went on that losing streak that in May, it was like, okay, they're going to have to be sellers at the deadline. Everybody kind of knew it. Now that he came back, and that they're on this winning streak, which I'm not buying yet.
It's 5 out of 6. I'm not buying anything.
You got to have a great month for me to jump back on.
You essentially got to reverse what you did in May. I think they went 6-22 in May. You go 22-6 and get yourself back to 2 games over 500 from when you started the month. Then I'll buy back in, maybe.
Yeah. I'll be, but it's hard, right? You and I, for 2 weeks straight, I think you and I were bitching about it. And with Skubal coming back, you were talking before the show, Verlander's on his way. Who else is on their way in that
Casey
rotation?
Mize should be back this weekend. Yep.
Yeah. So, that helps because they need starters that can go deep. Melton's already back. He's been pitching decent. It's nice because that way you don't have to worry about your bullpen, who are arguably the worst in baseball. So, keep it respectable at least. So, kind of stating that, Steve. So, we're talking about Skubal. I kind of want to ask. I'm going to ask you a series of buying or selling questions.
Okay.
Because the trade deadline, it's kind of far away, but not really, right? Before we know it, it's going to be here. Yep. Everything kind of comes at once. You have the All-Star game, you have the draft, you have the activities during the All-Star game, blah, 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 and then the trade deadline's coming. So we kind of know right now what teams looking to be buyers, what are looking to be sellers. I'm going to throw out a team, and you tell me right now, if they're buyers or sellers. Okay. I'm going to throw probably some easy ones and then some hard ones. Let's go with the New York Yankees at 39-26, Steve. Do you see them being buyers or sellers at the trade deadline?
They're tied for first. I'm still going to be buyers, just in the fact that you got to find a replacement for Aaron Judge. You don't know how long he's going to be out.
Dude, right? That wrist.
You're still treading, nicely. You're tied for first. Comfortable in the wild card. So I can see them being buyers to bolster the lineup a bit, and then hopefully Judge comes back and makes them even better.
Okay, here's a hard one.
Okay,
coming up at the trade deadline, the Texas Rangers. They're sniffing 500. Sometimes they're over 500. Sometimes they're under 500. Second place in the West. Are they buyers and sellers at the deadline, do you predict?
It's Texas. They go big in Texas. Yeah, I see them as being
I love
buyers.
that.
They're only 2 games out of the division right now, so I think they'll be buyers in a otherwise weak AL West and try and overtake Seattle for first place. So show me buyers for Texas. Yeah,
interesting. Okay, maybe one more, and maybe a couple more. Okay, 2 more teams. I'm just gonna throw them both out here. Both different scenarios.
Yeah.
The Chicago White Sox, right now they have a very young team. They have a lot of high, are they in there? They're kind of ahead of schedule. Do you see them buying or winning or buying or selling at the deadline? And the Toronto Blue Jays.
White Sox, I mean, they're I think ahead of schedule right now. Is there? Can I choose a stand pat?
Yeah,
I mean, I can see them with the abundance of talent they already have on the team and people that they have coming up. I don't see them as making a big upgrade because they're already doing well. They're 1.5 games out of first right now.
Yes, sir.
I wouldn't want to see them go all in and give up some precious prospects that are coming up in order to try and quote unquote win this year. So I have them standing pat.
Love
it. The Toronto Blue Jays,
hard. Oof.
It's tough.
Their pitchers are coming back. Dylan Cease is healthy. Max Scherzer's coming back.
They're 8 games out of first. They still got some teams to leapfrog in the wild card. They're getting close to that. I'm just going to say sell. They're going to sell.
I like where you're at with that.
They've had a big step back after being a handful of outs away from a World Series championship. So I'm going to say sell for them.
And it makes so much sense too that they would sell because we've noticed in the past, even when they're winning, they don't take big swings. They're just not that team. They'll take small swings. Oh, we'll get your Shane Bieber. We'll do something like this, but we're not going to go big and get like a huge slugger or something.
No.
Steve, in the National League, the Washington Nationals, where do you sit? Are they buyers and sellers or standing pat? I mean, are they in a win now mode? I don't think they're in a win now mode. I think they're ahead of schedule, but hard to say. They've been in rebuild a while.
Yeah. I mean, they're 11.5 games out of first. Oh, man. I'm going to say stand pat. I think they have enough talent on this team to potentially, take the step and get a wild card spot. Division, I think, is out of reach. But, like you said, they have been rebuilding for a while, but I don't see it. They're another team I don't see swinging for the fences either. When it comes to making a big shift trade, they trade people away, like they do with Trey Turner or Max Scherzer, but I'm going to have them stand pat. I feel like it's the Washington way. Yep.
Okay. Next, Pittsburgh Pirates 34-32.
Oh man,
they need to do something to keep Paul Skeens around eventually.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe they're going to surprise me here. I'm going to say they're buyers, but not like big buyers. They're not going to go get a big name or something, but they'll get small upgrades. But still do something to bolster their lineup because they're 8 games out of first. They're sniffing around the wild card. They're tied with the Cubs. The Cubs, holy shit, what happened to that team? But I'm going to have the Pirates be buyers.
Yeah. Last but not least, Steve, the San Diego Padres.
Okay.
They're kind of falling, and then they get up a little bit, and then they go back down. Do you see them buying or selling at the trade deadline?
God, that's a good one.
I mean, they'd start the season. Lucky Rebel had them pretty high.
Okay, the World Series odds, they're probably like right up there. I'm gonna say they sell. I don't know, I just have a feeling. Just my gut says they're gonna sell. So give me sellers for the Padres.
I think you and I agree with you on everything. There's so many teams this year I think are going to stay more pat, or teams that are looking to sell than are going to buy, just because we don't know what the market's going to look like.
I was about
to
say the uncertainty of what happens after this season, I think, will also come into play for some of these teams.
And some of these teams, say you don't have a season next season, do you want to tie yourself to a player that? I mean, essentially, a team, you get a player that has 2-year contract. You might be getting them for 1, and it might not even be worth it. It might as well be a rental.
Yep, for sure.
So,
yeah. I didn't think about the uncertainty of next year. So that's a really good point.
Yeah. So, if you're a Lucky Rebel, I would say the teams that are high, like the Yankees. some of the ones that are no doubt like the Rays, they're going to need to be buyers. Some of them, those are easy prop bets to make. So.
Yeah, I'm looking at some of these odds, speaking of the Yankees with Judge being out, but on Lucky Rebel here, Ben Rice has actually creeped himself into the MVP conversation. He's got the third best odds right now behind Yordan Alvarez and Bobby Witt Jr. Wow, and obviously with Aaron Judge's injury, he's taken a tumble where actually I don't think he's listed on the odds anymore. Oh, wait, here he is, plus 6,000.
He's so bad.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, the mighty have fallen right there, right?
Oh, the mighty have fallen. The mighty have fallen. Okay. So we're going to come back from a break here, and we're going to go into drafting mode. Can't wait for you guys to hear this. But Steve, why don't we first hear a word from our sponsor?
Let's do it. Whether you're a casual collector or a seasoned card enthusiast, the Penny Sleever is your one-stop shop for all your card protection needs. They carry everything from classic regular sleeves and versatile top loaders in multiple thicknesses, 35-point, 55-point, 75-point, 100-point, and beyond, to premium magnetic card holders and specially graded card sleeves perfect for PSA and SGC slabs. Need resealable bags, team bags, vintage sleeves, or colored top loaders? They have over 71 products in stock, all priced to help you build and protect your collection without breaking the bank. And now they're offering an exclusive promotion just for you. First-time buyers can get 10% off their entire order with promo code LONGGONE. Just visit thepennysleever.com and use that code at checkout. Don't let your valuable cards go unprotected. Shop the Penny Sleever today and see why collectors trust them with their most prized possessions. The Penny Sleever. Premium protection, penny pinching prices. Oh, here comes the merch. Oh, he's got the bumpers.
One of the merch.
Yeah, Mikey loves them bumpers, and we love Penny Sleevers. Great people, affordable prices. Affordable shipping. You got anything up to $59 ships for the flat rate of $7. Anything over $59, you get free shipping. It's excellent shipping rates, great people there, and a great product to help protect your collection. So love Penny Sleever.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're family owned. They're big time. They have good quality stuff. I mean, you want to protect your stuff, like Steve and I say. I mean, it's like a condom, right? Condom for your cards.
Yep.
So I mean, they haven't adopted that slogan yet, but
hey, think about it. It is like a condom for your cards.
It totally is like a condom for your cards.
So Penny Sleever, yeah, great folks. Make sure you use promo code long gone, and it's 10% off your first order there. So check them out. Great. Can't say enough. Just a great bunch of people over there.
Absolutely, and like Steve said in the promo, penny pinching prices.
Hell yeah. Gotta get those that alliteration right there.
Absolutely. Steve, we got an exciting one today.
Yeah.
I thought I'd sneak this into the rundown. It's been a while since we drafted. We did, the last draft we did a draft of all-time World Series MVPs.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so this time, you and I are always talking about it.
Yep.
Who is the most corrupt thing in baseball? It's the goddamn, it's the Veterans Committee, the Eras Committee, all those committees. They're putting people in the world's or in the Hall of Fame that don't belong in the Hall of Fame. And Steve and I have been bitching since the inception of the show. So Steve and I decided, okay, we've been talking about it. Okay, this is the Hall of Fame. It's the Hall of Really Good.
Yes.
So we're going to put our words to the test here by drafting a team, a lineup with pitcher. You get one pitcher, one relief pitcher or closer, your call. Catcher, first base, second base, third base, 3 outfielders. So not a left, right, and center. You can just do 3 outfielders, a DH, and today we're drafting a manager as well.
Okay.
Just some ground rules. So me and you don't get out of hand with this. Players, so our picks, players have to be retired and can't have made the Hall of Fame. Obviously, this is the Hall of Really Good. So they can't have taken PEDs. You can't pick Pete Rose.
Can't pick Pete Rose. Oh, come on. Somebody cross off my second base and says you look like Pete Rose.
I mean, that's like fishing with dynamite. I mean, that just... but there are players like him who have been banned, who did take PDs, who are still up for grabs. You can't choose a player that will go into the Hall of Fame on the first or second ballot. So that's Miggy's gone.
Miggy,
Some of those, there's guys that are really amazing. Like Miggy's like going to be a Hall of Famer, so it's not like I got Miggy, because it's like
no shit. All right,
and the Negro League players are qualified. So
okay,
Steve.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you the first pick of the draft. I hope you don't pick who I want, but anyways, in your drafting the Hall of Really Good, who is your first pick of this draft?
You know what? I am going to go to second base.
I know who you're going with. I know who you're going with.
I'm going to go with Lou Whitaker of the Detroit Tigers, who
great
really
fucking pick, bro.
I mean, it's a guy who career WAR of 75.1, 2,369 hits, 276 career average, 244 home runs, 143 stolen bases, almost 1,100 RBIs. Fantastic, rookie of the year, fantastic as a fielder.
Yes.
Just really, I mean, if they let some of these turds that we've talked about in weeks past into the Hall of Fame, then why isn't Lou Whitaker in there? So my first pick, I'm going to go with Lou Whitaker.
Great pick. You're looking at some of the I mean, that's a guy, right, that doesn't hit all the benchmarks, but he hits certain things that make him a Hall of Famer.
Right.
And that's been a big argument for a long time why he hasn't been a Hall of Famer. Great first pick. I knew you were going to go between. There's three guys I thought you could go number one.
Okay.
So, my second pick, I'm going to take this guy up the board because I know he's in your top three of Hall of Really Good. I'm going to go with Donnie Baseball right off the list.
All right,
I'm going with Don Mattingly. I need my first baseman. Don Mattingly will be my first baseman. Listen, MVP, 9-time Gold Glove winner, 3-time Silver Slugger winner, only 6-time All-Star, which is crazy. Former captain, batting title. I mean, he doesn't hit all the benchmarks, right? The reason why he's not in the Hall, he doesn't have the 500 home runs. He does have a 300 average, which is good, but so do a lot of players that aren't in the Hall.
You're right.
So that's why that's kind of like 2,153 hits and 1,099 RBIs. I will say, I think he could have hit those benchmarks in the later 90s, but I think with the emerging talent that the Yankees had, I think that's why his numbers dipped where they put him in the lineup. Kind of like somebody else we might mention later. But you're talking about a guy that had some of his greatest years in the late 80s and early 90s. When I grew up, he was the first signature I had on a baseball bat, when they had that burn signature in the Louisville Slugger.
Yep.
Give me Don Mattingly, Steve, first base. My number one pick.
Okay.
Your second pick, Steve. Who do we got? Who's going second round?
Pick? Man. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to stick with the Tigers.
Okay, there's a few people I'm thinking. Okay.
I'm going to go catcher. I'm going to go Bill Freehand.
Great fucking pick, dude.
Yep. I mean, as far as catchers go, it's a wonder how he hasn't gotten to the Hall of Fame. Defense, offense, the guy could do it all. Obviously, World Series champion, 1968. But he was an 11-time All-Star, a 5-time Gold Glove Award winner. Consistently in the MVP conversation. He finished top 3 in the MVP in both 67 and 68. It's a guy that could, hit for power, drive the runs in, solid average-ish, 262 career average, but just a fantastic, fantastic catcher. So yeah, give me Bill Freehand as my starting catcher.
I fucking love that pick. I was looking because you probably did the same thing I did, where you go by position and kind of stack your players. Okay, this will be first, yeah. And this is just, I knew Bill Freehand had to be on somebody's list. So clearly, who I'm going to have to take then for my catcher. I'm going to go number 2 pick. Maybe one of my favorite players in this whole draft of the Hall of Really Good. This guy would have been a Hall of Famer if he didn't die young.
Yeah.
And that's Thurman Munson. Catcher for the Yankees. 7-time All-Star, MVP, 3-time Gold Glove winner, former captain. I got 2 former captains on my team.
Jeez,
the Yankees retired his number 15 jersey. He was on pace to have over 1,500 RBIs. He probably wouldn't hit the 500 home run mark. He had good power, but he wasn't like the immaculate power you look for. Give me Thurman Munson, baby. Second round pick. I was risking because I was thinking I maybe want him at 1, but I couldn't risk losing Don Mattingly. So,
good thing you don't have a look at my show prep, but I actually did have Munson ahead of Bill Freehand, but I went with the hometown vote on that one. So
hey, you're building your lineup here, so this is your team. So I would love a lineup with Bill Freehand and Lou Whitaker. Believe me.
Yeah.
You basically took all the best second basemen off the board. Like anybody after that's kind of like okay.
I agree. I agree with that. Okay. So I am going to. I don't want to go next. I'm going to go third base next.
Ooh, okay.
I'm going to go with a guy who I don't really like how he spells his name. It's like a mix of Greg and Craig. And it's weird. So it's like, how do you pronounce it? Is it Greg? Is it Craig? So I'm going to go with Greg Nettles, of New York Yankee fame. I know started his career in Minnesota, but this is a guy, 6-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, a 2-time Gold Glove Award winner, and an ALCS, MVP. People, remember his time in the Yankees, but also after that, he went to San Diego and went on that Padres team that went to the World Series in 1984. Not the highest, comes to average, career 248 average, but 390 home runs, almost 1,200 runs scored, over 1,300 RBIs. So, give me Greg Nettles as my third baseman for my next pick.
Very reliable hitter. I remember the game. My dad always talks about that game where the Super Bowls fucking flew out of his bat.
Oh, yeah.
And he still denied it. It's amazing.
Wow.
That's an American, baby.
That is, yeah. Mine, all right. Oh, that's great.
Okay. Yeah, that's a great pick, Steve. Great pick all around. Listen, I think we're pretty open with pitchers.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could choose a lot of different pitchers. So I'm going to wait on pitchers. I'm going to go, and third base is off the board. You already got your third baseman. So I already going to have that, but I'm going to take this guy before you get him. Childhood center fielder, baby. Kenny Lofton is going.
Oh, okay.
Kenny Lofton.
I have to rethink my center fielder then.
What Kenny Lofton did with the Indians, and I never knew that he actually was he started out with Houston.
Oh yeah, he did actually. I have a Kenny Lofton Houston Astros. I think it's a Fleer card from the early '90s. Yeah,
crazy, right? Crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Kenny Lofton, one of the best defensive center fielders of all time, Mr. Leadoff. Him and Ricky Henderson really created the leadoff hitter. So
sure did.
Kenny Lofton all day, childhood. Let's go.
Well, son of a bitch. No, I'm just kidding.
I know, that hard, man. It's like second base, man. When you went him, it was like, oh, there's one other outfielder. I feel like you could grab that.
I don't know if you're gonna get him. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go actually after DH right now, and get some more lumber. Get some lumber in my lineup here. I'm gonna go with Don Baylor as my DH.
Surprise.
There. Yeah, I know, right? MVP award winner, made one All-Star team, World Series there in '87 with the Twins, 3-time Silver Slugger award winner. Had a good manager career too, one-time Manager of the Year award winner. But I'm going for his bat here. Career 260 average, 338 home runs, 1,276 runs batted in, 1,236 runs scored, and could steal bases too, 285 career steals. So I'm going to go add some pop. Obviously, a great season, and his MVP year 1979 when he sent in 139 runs batted in. So give me Don Baylor as my DH.
Gotta admit, didn't think you were going that way.
I like to surprise you from time to time.
Keep it on the toes. Okay, my next pick, Steve. There's two shortstops I really love.
Okay.
And one I'm just going to take just because he's one more. And he's kind of to me, if you're looking at 5-tool, this guy kind of was at shortstop. I'm going to go with Jimmy Rollins.
Okay.
For that time, for when he played, he was a very short shortstop. I mean, he was 5'7", smaller. He's shorter than me. And, World Series MVP, World Series, 4-time Gold Glove winner, 3 times All-Star, won an MVP. Had a great year. I think 2008 was their year they won it. Won the MVP in 2007. I mean, him and Ryan Howard were amazing. If you're talking about Hall of really good, Jimmy Rollins is it. I don't know if he'll ever make the Hall of Fame. I mean, look at his numbers. They're pretty pedestrian. Right. 936 RBIs, 2,455 hits. I mean, yeah, you can analytic your way to getting him in the Hall, but if I'm on Lucky Rebel saying who's the next 5 classes to go in, he ain't one of them. He ain't going to be in all of any of them. So, unfortunately. So, Jimmy Rollins is my shortstop.
Okay, that's a fantastic pick. He was on my list as well for shortstop, so I'll just have to go with my backup. But I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to go to. I'm going to take my first outfielder, and I'm going to go with a guy who had a fantastic career spanning a few teams, and I'm going to go with Torrey Hunter. We don't know if he's
great pick.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever going to get through, fully through, not like, maybe first or second ballot. He might get through maybe at the end, but right now it's not looking too good. But Torrey Hunter, great with Minnesota, great with the Angels. Loved his, time in Detroit, but guy that could play the field, but also could hit the ball too. So yeah, give me Torrey Hunter and his almost 1,400 RBIs and his 353 home runs and a solid 277 career batting average. So Torrey Hunter, he's going to be one of my outfield picks here.
You look at those Twins teams too. I mean, the good that they had. I mean, it all came from basically his leadership. I mean, he was great in the outfield. He was a great clubhouse guy. I mean, anybody who knows Torrey Hunter or talks about Torrey Hunter, they speak of him glowingly because he's that guy. I mean, even when he was played for the Tigers in that short time, they loved him there. So, great pick. He wasn't even on my radar, to be honest. I'm just thinking stats and I love that dude. I love that. Which is now making me rethink a couple things.
Oh no! Well, that's the name of the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the guy that statistically he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame, but he has the accolades. And this is, you always wonder if Mike Trout will become this guy if his career takes that downturn, like it has been. I'm going Dale Murphy.
Ooh, okay, good choice.
In my outfield,
good choice.
Yeah. He was 2 home runs shy of 400 home runs, 265 lifetime average, not great. 1,266 ribs. The 1,500 benchmark isn't there, but he's a 2-time MVP winner, 5-time Gold Glove winner, 7-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger. He kind of is a guy that's forgotten by baseball a lot, and I'm sure one day he'll probably be in our Forgotten series. Corey Seager reminds me of him a lot. Just the play is very similar. So Dale Murphy, Steve, is going into my second to last outfield spot.
Wow. Okay. It's a solid pick. I am going to, let me take a look where I want to go next. You know what? I think I'm going to go with my manager. I figured it'd be a fun time for this. I'm going to go with, I had a couple to choose from, but give me Lou Piniella. I'm
fucking go love Piniella. That pick, dude. Great pick.
as my manager here, obviously a World Series champion in Cincinnati. Managed the Yankees, the Reds, the Mariners. For almost a decade, all through the Griffey prime years. Managed the Rays, and then obviously ended his career there with the Cubs. So, I mean, over 1,800 career wins. The manager over 517 career winning percentage. His teams could every team it seemed like he went to could get them to contend. So give me Lou Piniella as my manager.
Great pick. You wonder why he's not in the Hall, just so the impact he's made in baseball. He was a fiery manager in the realm of something like an Earl Weaver type. So, yeah, man, great pick all the way around there. Well, second base is safe for now. Third base is safe. DH is safe. I have another outfield spot, but I'm gonna see. Okay. I'm gonna see what move you make on that before I take anything else. I'm gonna go pitcher. Fuck it.
Going pitcher. Okay.
There's so many pitchers you can choose from.
Yep.
I was thinking of a few. Like I was thinking Kurt Schilling, and I was like, I kind of want someone a little bit more dominant for their time, and somebody because Kurt Schilling I think should be a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he'll ever get in the Hall of Fame, but this is. I'm gonna go like a Torrey Hunter kind of pull, like that you did. I'm gonna go Vita Blue.
Ooh, great choice.
I love Vita Blue. I love watching his old clips. He wasn't a big pitcher. He was lanky, but you thought he was tall. He was only 6 foot. He wasn't this hulking guy. I mean, the dude had like a slingshot arm. Former MVP, 6-time All-Star, Cy Young, 3-time World Series winner. He's had the ERA title once. I think his number has been retired by like 3 different teams, 2 different teams.
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, everybody just remembers Vida Blue, another guy that everybody just thought, wow, Vida Blue. And he broke in at 19 years old. I just, he was so good. I mean, I'm kind of looking at a lot. I mean, there was only 3 times in his career where he was over a 4 ERA. So,
jeez,
I mean,
that's
he
talent.
just did his job. I mean, you're looking at how many 20 game seasons? He was 24, 1, 2, 3. He had 3 20 game winners. Everything over that, it was constantly above 15 wins. Yeah, man, I'm going Vida Blue. I just love watching old clips of this guy, old footage of this guy. I could have chose so many other pitchers, but this was my your Torrey Hunter pick. This is a guy I want. So Vida Blue.
Great, great choice. I like it a lot. I am going to, now that you mentioned, I'm going to go outfield next again here. So might as well get that all tied up. I'm going to go with Dwight Evans from Boston. That's 385 career home runs, 272 career batting average, 1,384 RBIs, 8-time Gold Glove Award winner. So he could do it in the field. He can do it, at the plate. 3-time All-Star. Guy who spent almost all of his career in Boston, except for his last year. He went to Baltimore, but seemed to be in the conversation for MVPs a lot of the time. Just a very solid guy who could draw walks. Numerous times in his career, he led the league in walks. So I like it. Great bat and a great fielder. So give me Dwight Evans as one of my outfielders.
Great pick. I mean, that's you and I. You've talked a lot about Dwight Evans in the past. He always kind of sneaks in the conversations. He is he always was a very good player, especially growing up. I mean, I definitely remember the name. Boy, I could go a lot of different directions here now that the field is open. I'm just gonna get my manager out of the way just because I feel like I gotta laugh. I'm gonna go with the guy who I'm gonna go with the guy that did the inevitable, and he got fired after he got his hair cut.
Oh, I know where you're going.
That he didn't want.
Nice.
I don't think I don't think this guy gets enough props, and that's Joe Madden. Former, I mean, what he did with the Chicago Cubs in that 4 or 5 year stretch he was with them was pretty phenomenal. He's a 2-time World Series champion, and he's a 3-time manager of the year. So, remember, I mean, he took the, he didn't win the World Series as a manager in 2002. I think he was like a bench coach or something.
Right. Yeah.
Because that was like the Giants Angels, I believe, one. But as what he did with the Cubs is pretty miraculous. Players love playing for him. I remember when he started in Tampa Bay, he kind of brought them up from the dead. The guy just knows how to speak to players. Sad that he's not really in baseball anymore. It's hilarious how he got let go.
That was the best.
They did it at his house too, which was wild. So I could have chosen a lot of different managers, but Joe Madden.
My God, man!
Let's go.
Yeah. God, I love it. Who should I go with next here?
Now it gets down to the.
Now it gets down to the. All right, I think I know where I'm going to go next. I'm going to go get my pitcher out of the way here.
Okay.
And I like the route that you did. With your pitcher with Vida Blue, I am going to go with a guy who had a lot of longevity in his career. I'm going to go with Oral Hershiser.
Nice.
This is a guy who's a Cy Young Award winner, a 3-time All-Star, World Series champion. He did win a Gold Glove, and surprisingly did win a Silver Slugger, World Series MVP, an ALCS MVP, and LCS MVP, and just a fantastic pitcher. He had that 88, that streak of consecutive, scoreless innings and stuff. The guy was, I think he's, eclipsed Don Drysdale, for that. Just a fantastic player. What was his nickname? The Bulldog, right? Because he just kept going.
Yeah.
I mean, led the league in innings in 87, 88, 89. ERA always solid, right around 3. Very few times, except near the end of his career when things went down the toilet, was his ERA ever over 4. Just a great pitcher and very durable. So yeah, give me Oral Hershiser as my pitcher.
Love it. Great pick.
Thanks.
I'm going to get my third baseman out of the way now because I want to talk a little bit about this guy. I'm going to go with Ken Boyer.
Ooh, great choice. Yep.
Yeah, Ken Boyer. I mean, not a lot of people know of him. I mean, your baseball, like us, would know about him, but huge in the 50s and 60s. Ken Boyer was a really good third baseman. I mean, he started out with St. Louis. I mean, he was playing with them when, this was, the Stan Musial years, right? I mean, you wonder who was that 1-2 punch. I mean, that was Boyer and Musial. And then he went to the Mets, and I'm looking here, the White Sox, and then he rounded it out with the Dodgers, the LA Dodgers in 1969. Boyer, I mean, he doesn't have those benchmarks that you need, right? 282 home runs, 287 average, not bad, but, not great. 1,141, just a really good, solid hitting third baseman. I compare, I've some of the old footage I've seen him play, or I've seen of him. He kind of reminds me of Travis Fryman, a lot of Travis Fryman.
Okay.
Like when Travis Fryman was really good. But Boyer could also play in the outfield. He was pretty versatile. Wasn't like a huge guy. He was like 6 foot, 6'1". But Ken Boyer was a durable third baseman. I was thinking between him or Sal Bando, but I don't like Sal Bando, what he ended his career with, the stats-wise. So I'm going to go Ken Boyer as my starting third baseman.
Man, great choice. Yeah, Ken Boyer was on my short list as well. I'm going to go closer now, or / relief pitcher, and get ready to be fall on the floor here. I'm going to go with a guy who was very, very solid during his time. Had a very long career from I think 1984 to 2005, and that's John Franco. Yeah, I know, right? Pretty good, right? Huh? Fuck me. All right, cool. Career ERA of 2.89. Obviously, was in there for relief. 2-time Roll-Aids relief player of the year, a 4-time All-Star. 424 career saves in his career. Remember him a lot for his time there with the Mets throughout the 90s. I mean, he started with Cincinnati, then moved on to the Mets there before closing things out with Houston. Actually, looking at it, I feel bad for him because he left Cincinnati right before they won the World Series. He left after the '89 season, so kind of got screwed there. But anyway, could pitch the innings, could get the saves multiple times. He led the league in saves per season. Just a very one time in that strike short in '94 season, he came in 7th Cy Young voting. So, give me John Franco as my closer.
Another guy's lost in the baseball world. You just don't really hear about him much anymore.
Nope.
I'm gonna go over. I'm gonna just go second baseman now.
Second base.
Obviously, Lou Whitaker was first on my board. I'm going to go with the second baseman that I had, and that's Chase Utley.
Great choice.
Hey, man. The Phillies with Chase. I remember that Phillies team was killer. Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard. You look at the immaculate pitchers that they had, Ray Halladay. I mean, just a really great, great team. Chase Utley was a great power hitting left-handed second baseman, which is odd. You never hear about those kind of guys.
Right. Yeah.
He never had he was a 6-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, won the World Series in 2008, but he was never the guy that was going to put up the numbers, the gaudy numbers. He kind of reminds me more of like a Max Muncy kind of type of guy. 259 home runs he ended up with, 1,025 RBIs. Everybody speaks highly of him, but he belongs in the Hall of Really Good. Not the Hall of Fame, but the Hall of Really Good. Chase Utley, come on down.
Come on down. Join the team. I am going to get my first baseman done finally.
Ooh.
And yeah, I know, right? I'm going to go with the mustache man himself, Keith Hernandez. Yeah. Keith Hernandez, 2-time World Series champion, 11-time Gold Glove Award winner, Silver Slugger, won a batting title, 5-time All-Star. Started his career with the Cardinals, obviously, claim to fame there, 79, won the MVP that season. Then he goes to the Mets and, picks up where he left off, getting, racking up the Gold Gloves, finished second in MVP in 1984. He's not going to, hit you, the mass amount of home runs. He'll get you in the teens for home runs, but it's those extra base hits. I mean, led the league in doubles, and in 1979, get on base. That's essentially what we could do. Not necessarily with the home runs, but just getting on base in general. On base percentage led the league in 1980, but just a really good defensive and good hitting first baseman. And who can bring his time on Seinfeld. So give me Keith Hernandez as my first baseman.
Great pick.
Keith Hernandez.
Keith Hernandez. Yeah, I remember because I think he ended up moving to first base later in his career because I think he played like third base.
Yep.
Yeah, good all around. Yeah, Keith Hernandez was a guy. Now, you look back at him, I would have never thought he did coke. I was like,
no,
Keith
I know,
Hernandez
right?
does coke. And then it comes out later, he did coke. You're like, holy shit, Keith Hernandez did coke.
Yeah, surprise.
Very much.
Very much.
I'm going to go DH.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Nelson Cruz.
Nelson Cruz, retired. Great choice.
Yeah, just retired in 2023. He can make an argument of being in the Hall of Fame, but he definitely won't get on the first two ballots. I don't think he belongs in the Hall of Fame. Listen, he's had a great career. I mean, this is what you choose for the Hall of Really Good. It's the step below the Hall of Fame. 7-time All-Star, ALCS MVP, 4-time Silver Slugger Award winner, 464 home runs, 274 lifetime batting average, 1,325 RBIs, 513 slugging with a 856 OPS. Nelson Cruz is as power hitter as they come. He played for a lot of different teams. A lot of
teams. Yep.
A lot of teams. Some say they weren't good. Some say they're the best. But he was good. He was great. And he doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame, but he definitely belongs in the Hall of Really Good Fame thing.
Great choice.
Yeah, Nelson Cruz.
I'm going to fill out my outfielding position, and when I say this name, you're going to be like, "What the fuck?" But
I wonder if it's who I have, but okay.
And doing my research before the show, I came across this guy, and he had a pretty solid career in the early 1900s, and it's a guy by the name of Sherry McGee.
Not even on my radar. Who?
Well, deep pulls right here when I'm doing my research. He's a guy who, played in the, like I said, I think from 1904 to 1919. Definitely in the Hall of Very Good because, a couple of times, he got over 100 RBIs, but this is a guy who has a career 292 or 291 average. 83 home runs, over 1,100 runs scored, almost 1,200 RBIs, and 441 career stolen bases. The closest he got to an MVP was in 1914 when he finished 7th, but did win a batting title in a World Series in 1919. But just a very, very solid overall hitter here. So yeah, I want to give a little shout out to this guy because I was like, man, never heard of this guy. But then when I looked more, I was like, all right, that's pretty good. Sherry McGee, everybody. Welcome to the team.
Sherry McGee. I mean, was Sherry like a nickname?
You know what? Let me check.
Because that'd be brutal.
It had to have been. Let me take a look here.
That'd been fucking brutal.
Oh, jeez. His full name was. I'm getting my Wikipedia here. I don't know.
Sherry McGee.
Yeah, good old Sherry McGee here. Sherwood was his full, first name. So Sherwood Robert.
If my teammates nickname me Sherry, I'd be like, "You better fucking come up with another nickname." It's embarrassing.
Sherwood. So
okay,
there you go. Yep.
Great. I mean, that's Hall of Really Good. Right out of the fucking rabbit out of the hat. Okay, listen. I'm gonna go with my last outfielder. There was 4 on my list. One was Shoeless Joe Jackson, but he kind of falls in the Pete Rose range. So I didn't really want to pick him because I felt like, that's a little cheating. Not cheating, but it's kind of like it kind of falls outside of what we're kind of going for. So he's kind of in the Pete Rose range. So he's out. So it was down to 3. I was thinking Jim Edmonds or Fred Lynn, right?
Solid.
I really like those two. But I'm going to go with the guy. I'm going to go outside the box in this one.
Okay.
And this is a guy who played in the Negro Leagues. And his name was Brunius Wild Bill Wright.
Woof,
big fucking lengthy dude.
Nice.
I mean, he was so good. They didn't have all his stats. I mean, the only stats they could come up with are 325 average, 445 hits, 26 home runs. But that's off of like a season, right? So they don't really know what he did. And I think that's what makes him fucking cool. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, he had a problem with control. So he could pitch. I mean, you remember a lot of these guys, they did a lot of different positions. Yep. He could pitch. That's why they call him Wild Bill, because he had a problem with control. And he played for the Nashville Elite Giants, the Columbus Elite Giants, the Washington Elite Giants. He must have loved being with the Elite Giants, and Baltimore Elite Giants. 1932, 1945. I love the lore of what Brunis could have. I'm sure if we had other people on the show who are very good, you're thinking, how could you not choose like Sean Green, like we talked about last week, or Jim Edmonds and that. And it's like, I can't, man. I just, no way, man. I want to choose the lore. I'm going over the lore over the given. So Brunis Wild Bill Wright is my starting outfielder.
Great choice. I like that one because I didn't know much about that guy, so I appreciate the lesson there.
Oh, yeah.
My last pixie here is I believe shortstop here. He took my Jimmy Rollins pick, so thank you for that. You're like, yeah, no problem. I'm going to go with a guy who was fantastic on the field. Kind of we found out later on is kind of creepy off the field. I'm going to go with Omar Vizquel.
Oh wow! I thought you were going to go Garcia Parra. Wow.
No, God, no. I mean, he's just creepy. No. I was going with Omar Vizquel because that stuff that came out, I think, after he was coach of the Tigers there, and just creepy guy, but great on the field. This guy's an 11-time Gold Glover, a 3-time All-Star. Over 400 steals, 951 RBIs, 272 career batting average with 80 home runs and 2,800, almost 2,900 hits. But could do it in the field. Probably one of the best fielders that we've seen. Again, I'm voting on what the player did on the field, not their off the field character. But Omar Vizquel, I'm going to pick him as my shortstop.
Love it. Omar Vizquel. Yeah. Didn't see the Omar Vizquel coming. I didn't even think he was on your radar.
Oh, he was there.
But he's a glovesy guy. I mean, he was a good glove, man.
Yeah. Just behind Jimmy Rollins, because I really should pick that one. But
I honestly thought you were going to go Nomar. I thought you were going to go Nomar.
You thought, yeah? No. I thought about it, though.
I'm going to go with my closer. Last pick of this draft of the Hall of Really Good. That's going to be Jonathan Papelbon.
Okay.
Listen, was in some big moments for the Red Sox. He wasn't a part of their 2004 run, but when he joined him in 2005, I mean, he was their essential closer. He was a guy kind of like Will Vest, right? Who kind of a no-name guy comes up and he's suddenly like the best arm you have in your bullpen. He played for the Red Sox, the Phillies, and the Nationals. I believe he's the one that fought Bryce Harper in the dugout. With the Nationals, which is hilarious. 6-time All-Star, World Series champion, delivery man of the year in 2007. He's in the Boston Red Sox Hall of Fame. He was a part on my list. I think he's the only one on my list that I had of a closer who pitched a combined no-hitter on September 1st, 2014, which I thought was pretty interesting. 368 career saves, 2.44 ERA. Jonathan Papelbon, welcome to the club.
Well, love it. Well,
what's your team, Steve? So, what's your final roster here?
Oh gosh, let me take a look here. So we got obviously my starting pitcher Oral Hershiser closing the job there. John Franco. We got a catching Bill Freehan.
Love it.
Keith Hernandez at first, Whitaker second, Omar Vizquel at short, Greg Nettles at third, outfield Sherry McGee, Torrey Hunter, and Dwight Evans. My DH is Don Baylor. My manager is Lou Piniella. So it sounds
you surprised me. I tried to guess what you were going to do.
Yeah.
There was a few who
close.
Like, oh yeah.
Okay.
But some of them.
Couple
were like,
surprises.
No way.
There,
I never.
right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, for mine is Vita Blue. Starting pitcher, closing it out, Jonathan Papelbon, Thurman Munson, the late great Thurman Munson, catcher, Donnie Baseball, Don Mattingly at first base, second base, Chase Utley, shortstop, Jimmy Rollins, third base, Ken Boyer. In the outfield, I got Dale Murphy, Kenny Lofton, Wild Bill Wright, and DH Nelson Cruz. Who's managing this ragtag team of misfits? Joe Madden.
God, I hope he has that haircut too in your simulated game.
Hell yeah, he does.
Simulated. He's got that cool haircut that he was fired
in. My mind, he has it, and it's like spray painted green or something.
Oh, yeah. All right. I like it. So, yeah, let us know what you all think, who has the better team here. But this is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that.
I love it, dude. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, with that, shall we head on over to the Fantasy Factory?
Let's do it.
All right. It looks like you and I are going up against each other this week. So we're the matchup of the week.
So we'll let everybody know who kicks whose ass. I think we tied the last time we played.
We did. 5-5 last time. So we shall see what happens. We'll let everyone know what happens next week. But yeah, you and I are the matchup of the week. So
we are.
We got a question. Looks like, right?
Yeah, we do, from somebody from a woman named Irma Johnson out of Benson, Illinois. She asks, I'm dead last in my league with no hope of making a run in the second half. Should I make ridiculous trades and let it ride, not put in my lineup anymore, or suck it up and play it out?
Well, Irma, if you were in our league and you decided just to not put your lineup anymore, that would be your last time that you're in our league. So we don't like that here. We have actually cut people in the past for not putting their lineup in. But honestly, Irma, I'd say you suck it up and play it out. I would say make ridiculous trades, but I feel like they if you're giving up your best players and getting jack shit in return, then that's not really much. You're basically feeling the other teams to be that much better with you not making up any ground. I say just keep working the waiver wire, keep working the lineups, and don't let people fleece you of your best players there. I say you just play it out.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let it ride, baby.
Let
it ride. Be the spoiler. You can always be a spoiler.
Exactly.
Keep putting in your lineup. Don't be that person in your league.
Yeah, or else you're going to get the boot. So,
yeah.
Great question. Love it.
Thanks, Irma. Keep them coming, guys. Starter sit, Steve. We got, you're in first place, so they better be listening to you.
Well, actually, I dropped after I lost to Jordan. I'm sorry.
But you're still in No, you're not in first place. You're in second place?
Overall, I'm in third place, actually. I think I'm first still. Yeah. So, it was Jordan beat me, I think, 7-4.
7-4.
Or 7-5. Or 7-5. It was one of the two. But with how contested our we are with our league, I fell out of first place and I dropped to third. Actually, I think you might have a better record than me right now, pal. Yeah, you're in second.
If not, maybe I won.
Yeah, so I'm first in my division. Comfortable leading that, but overall I'm third in our league. So, yeah. So you and Joe Tickell, you're nipping on Joe's heels at 2.5 back, and I'm 3.5 back. So
yeah, I'm gonna have to smack that son of a bitch.
Good luck. He's tough to beat.
He's good. He's a really good team. He's always really good. Well, let's see what if you can help some of our listeners. What do you say?
For sure. Let's do it. Let's cue the music.
All right, Steve, who are we starting at first base this week? Josh Naylor or Christian Encarnacion Strand?
Josh Naylor.
Spencer Steer or Nathaniel Lowe first?
Nathaniel Lowe.
Luis Garcia Jr. or Nico Horner, second base?
Luis Garcia Jr.
Colt Keith or Mikael Garcia?
Mikael Garcia.
Junior Caminero or Max Muncy?
Junior Caminero.
Matt Shaw or Ryan McMahon?
Matt Shaw.
Geraldo Perdomo or Jeremy Pena, short?
Jeremy Pena.
Zach Neto or Andres Jimenez?
Zach Neto.
Willie Adames or Xavier Edwards, short?
Xavier Edwards.
Pete Crow Armstrong or Jackson Merrill?
Jackson Merrill.
Both these guys next are having just a slow start to the year. Lawrence Butler or Jung-Hoo Lee?
Jung-Hoo Lee.
Riley Green or Stephen Kwan?
Riley Green.
Yeah. Willier Abreu or Sal Frelick?
Willier Abreu.
Kerry Carpenter or Taylor Ward?
Kerry Carpenter.
Jackson Chourio or James Wood?
James Wood.
And rounding it out, coming back from an injury, Wyatt Langford or Corbin Carroll?
Corbin Carroll.
What do we got for waiver wire?
So there are 3 players I'm looking at this week to potentially pick up on the waiver wire. A guy we talked about earlier kicks it off. It's Troy Melton of Detroit. He's up 9% in Yahoo leagues. His last start against Tampa, he pitched 8 innings, striking out 5 and getting the win. Second is a guy we just mentioned off to a slow start, but has been picking it up recently. It's Jung-Hoo Lee of the Giants. He's up 10% in Yahoo leagues. He hit 556 last week with 3 RBIs and 2 stolen bases. And then third is Carson Benj of the Mets. He's up 8% in Yahoo leagues. He hit 429 last week with 3 dingers and 5 RBIs. So those are 3 people I'm looking at this week on the waiver wire.
Yeah, I know Carson Benj, on Lucky Rebel, he was like one of the tops for rookies to win Rookie of the Year, I believe.
Yep. Mets suck, but this guy is doing very well.
Definitely a bright spot. Yep.
With that, shall we head on over to Collection Corner?
Let's do it.
All right. Yeah. You don't need to be a serious collector to get into cards. Market Movers makes it simple. Just take a picture of any card and instantly see its value, sales history, and add it to your collection. With data from millions of transactions across all major marketplaces, you can trust what you're seeing. You can track your collection, follow your favorite players, and better understand the card market. Plus, members get monthly giveaways, a weekly newsletter, and invites to live events. Use code GONE20 for 2 weeks free. Then 20% off for life at marketmoversapp.com.
Okay, so this week I dug into my Market Movers collection, and I had a guy that you should get no problem. I mean, older guy, right?
Okay.
One of the greatest pitchers to ever live in the short amount of time he's played. A win-loss record of 165 wins, 87 losses, 2.76 ERA, 2,396 strikeouts. Surprisingly, he doesn't have anything that benchmarks to 300 wins and 3,000 strikeouts, but he was a guy that just in the years he did play, it wound up with 7-time All-Star, 4-time World Series champion, NL MVP, top it off, Cy Young Award winner, 3-time that is, 2-time World Series MVP, 3-time Triple Crown, 3-time MLB wins leader, 5-time NL ERA leader, 4-time MLB strikeout leader, pitched a perfect game in 1965, pitched 4 no-hitters in his whole career, and his number is retired by this specific team, who I'm not going to name, but I'm pretty sure you're going to get this guy anyways. He was named as part of the All-Century team, MLB's all-baseball team. If they decided to rename the Cy Young, it should be this guy's name. Yeah, I mean, the left arm of God, people would say he had. One of the greatest pitchers to ever live. Yeah.
Is it Sandy Brofax?
That is.
It is Sandy Koufax. That is.
His brother, Sandy Brofax.
Sandy Brofax, yes. Wow.
Yeah. And he's 90.
I didn't realize he only had, he's still kicking, huh?
Still kicking.
Only 165 wins. I didn't realize it was just that low. But
yeah,
the time
he didn't
that
have
pitched
the benchmarks.
Yeah, I mean, he only pitched for, 10, 11 years. So, just during the time he pitched, he was, unhittable, which is funny because when he first started with Brooklyn, he had trouble with his control, but then he figured the shit out, and it was all gravy after that. So, yeah. So, wow.
Yeah, he was, he didn't have any of the benchmarks, which is crazy, but somehow
still
best
Hall of
pitcher in
Famer.
baseball for
I agree. First ballot Hall of Famer, that is. Yeah. Well, great choice. What card did you go with?
For my card, I chose the 1955 Topps Sandy Koufax. Now, this card alone, depending on what you want, I mean, it goes from, boy, are you ready for these numbers? No, I don't even have this card, but I, I have the low grade version, like the one that's like costed, let's see, I have the one that's not even graded and it can't even be a PSA 1, but
wow, okay.
But the low grade goes between $700 and $1,200. The near mint to mint goes from $8,000 to $200,000, depending on the option you go with. Okay. So good luck if you have a mint. You could be rich.
Yeah, for sure. Guy that I went with, hopefully you shouldn't have any trouble picking this guy out.
Okay.
I dug into my Market Movers collection and came up with this card. This is a guy who started his career in Toronto and then decided to take his talent after that over to play some time over in the NPB. Had a good season there, and then moved on to our favorites, the Detroit Tigers, and then went to the Yankees, Angels, and Indians. This guy's a 3-time All-Star, World Series champion, a 2-time Silver Slugger Award winner, 2-time AL home run leader, 3-time AL RBI leader, has a career .255 average with 319 home runs, 1,008 RBIs. You might even have a shout out to this person right behind you in your room there. So also had a son who is a very prominent baseball player as well.
Yeah, surprisingly, this guy isn't talked about a lot, and I forgot that he played in the MPB. But Cecil Fielder,
Cecil Fielder, yep. So I went into my Market Movers collection, and the card I picked was his 1990 Topps update from the Update series. I just always love how that card looks. You don't have to pay much for it either. It goes for between $1 and $2 right now. So Cecil Fielder.
Cecil Fielder, I got
Cecil Fielder.
The signed Cecil Fielder,
Oh, very nice. Great.
I mean, his best years were with the Tigers. So.
Yep. Yeah. And then they got to win a World Series with the Yankees, lucky bastard. But anyway.
And one of I forgot how many players that hit it out of Tiger Stadium.
Completely out of Tiger Stadium, yeah. And they hit it all out of Milwaukee off of Dan Plesac. They always play that to make fun of him sometimes when he's on MLB Network.
That's right. Yeah.
Like completely out of the state, out of the county stadium.
Oh, yeah, dude. Like hitting a car.
Yeah. Well, with that, shall we get the candles out and celebrate a birthday?
Let's do it.
Looking online at this guy, I think one of my favorite cards for him is his 1976 Topps, number 185, and that's none other than a happy, heavenly birthday to Pirates great and Hall of Famer Dave Parker, born on June the 9th, 1951. 290 career batting average. 2,712 career hits, 339 home runs, 1,493 runs batted in. 7-time All-Star, 2-time World Series champion, NL MVP, 3-time Gold Glove Award winner, 3-time Silver Slugger Award winner, 2-time NL batting champion, an NL RBI leader, part of the Pittsburgh Pirates Hall of Fame, which makes sense, part of the Cincinnati Reds Hall of Fame, that makes sense, spend a nice chunk of time, but also part of the Milwaukee Brewers Hall of Fame for that one magical season that he had in there in 1990. Remember a few weeks ago when we talked about people making the Brewers Wall of Honor there? Dave Parker made the Wall of Honor. Elected in the Hall of Fame in 2025 via the Classic Baseball Era Committee. A little trivia. Yeah, a little trivia on the Cobra here. He adopted a unique approach to warming up in the on-deck circle, utilizing a sledgehammer in contrast to the customary lead-weighted bat employed by most batters. Okay? I mean, if you want to strike fear into someone, you go up to the bat, on-deck circle with a fucking sledgehammer.
Well, that's fucking striking fear, dude. I always love those old pictures of him fucking smoking a cigarette in the dugout. He's actually one of my favorite players. Definitely a top 25 guy for me. Just how fucking awesome he was.
Yeah.
The Cobra.
So, the Cobra. Happy heavenly birthday to Dave Parker.
Hey, happy birthday, you smoking son of a bitch.
There we go.
Well, that's a fucking show.
Whew, good show, man. Really good
show. Who I was going to take, who was also on my list that I just didn't have the balls to grab, but didn't want just because I was looking for more statistics, was Kirk Gibson.
Ooh, Kirk Gibson. That's another good choice.
He would have been a good one.
There's so many good choices. I mean, he had arguably 2 of the most memorable home runs in baseball history, But yeah, that would have been a great pick for your competitor.
Oh, dude, that would have been phenomenal.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Maybe next time.
No, I just, but he didn't have the stats, right? I mean, he didn't have the stats you need, but the way he played, I mean, he was just balls out the whole time, dude.
Yep. Agreed.
So fearless as a player. Yeah,
it was great. Well, good show.
Good
Love
show.
It as always. We're right here.
Always.
We're into June. We're getting closer to the trade deadline here. Probably about 7 weeks away. 6, 7.
6, 7.
Teams. It's going to be fun to see. Like we talked about at the top, who's going to buy, who's going to sell, who thinks they're going to stand pat. It'll be curious to see what happens here in the coming weeks.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for listening. Go on our YouTube channel as well, along on the podcast, and support us on there. Like, share,
sure.
Subscribe, all the above.
Comment.
Keep sending your questions, everything else. But in the meantime, guys, have a great week, and we'll catch you guys all next week.
Deuces.